Yeah, this your boy Rich Notch.
Yo, I'm Brock Landers. It's Chop It Up Hip Hop.
Today we in the Chop Shop
Yep.
with the Nicki Minaj Queen review episode.
Yep, heavy hitters.
Yeah, it's a lot of controversy around this album and around her career right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's a big artist, so it's gonna be controversy. You know,
Yeah,
every release on a big artist is always something.
exactly.
They need to get that buzz or whatever.
And I just want to start it off by stating the fact that we are not biased. We do not care about sales. We preach this plenty of times in the billboard spots. We have no prejudice or hidden agendas against Nicki Minaj or any artist that we talk about.
Right.
We only base things on what
music.
they put out right now. Like, we don't even hold them accountable really for their old stuff, like just what's now, and then we might just talk about some of the stuff they put out in the past. But there's no hidden agendas here. There's no bias. I already know y'all thinking probably like, yo, y'all never give her props. Those who've been following the show, y'all never was a fan of her music. But I was actually thinking when this album dropped, didn't you think that she was gonna go hard with it?
Yes, I did. I thought she's hungry. I felt like this was gonna be like, is this the rebound from Sheetha, this by Remy Ma? I was like, I think this is gonna bring it out of her. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So everybody was thinking that too. Is this gonna be like, oh, she's gonna come back hard?
And the fact that Cardi basically took a spot this year, I thought that the Remy's gonna bring her back. I thought the Cardi's gonna put something in her engine. Like, I gotta prove something. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I thought.
So, well, that's what we're gonna break down if it happened or it didn't happen. You know, so
yeah.
We'll see. You know, see what we think.
Let's get to it.
I wrote notes for this one.
Yeah, I took notes. Because a lot of the Nicki albums, was this her third album? Correct.
This is her fourth.
This is her fourth album.
Pretty sure.
Okay, so
fourth album, 8 years. So it's like pretty much almost every 2 years, right? No, not really, because 2010. Yeah. So
it's her fourth album. So I actually
was bugged out. I thought she had a lot more albums. I had no idea the Pink Print was 4 years ago. It seemed like a couple years to me.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, wow, it's been that long.
More albums too.
See, that's the one thing I'll give her credit for. She stays, I guess, because her singles, she has a lot of singles from each album, and it makes it last. Each album kind of lasts.
The singles.
Yeah, it seems like she's still like in the game.
I don't even think it's actually that. I mean, that too, but more so the features. All the features she's on, you always hear about. She's on somebody's feature doing something, so it makes it seem like she had more material, more work.
Right.
And yeah, so we're gonna break it down because I listened to her albums before in the past during real time when it dropped.
Right.
And I wasn't impressed, so I didn't listen to it again. But I actually sat down and like, I'm gonna listen to her albums again straight through, and I'm gonna really dissect it.
Yeah, I actually mentioned in the last episode that I never heard any of her albums all the way through. I went back, I listened to the first two. I didn't get to finish Pink Print, but I listened to the first two fully and Queen fully, and I listened to some of the Pink Print. Okay. So, but I'm pretty much caught up.
And we're talking just about music too, because somebody actually approached me and I heard about we're gonna do this episode, and they was like, bring up the fact that all that plastic surgery affected a lot of young girls and people.
Stop it.
And it's like in a bad way, her negative image. I'm like, listen,
people, we need to get off our high fucking horse.
Yeah. It probably did, but I'm talking about the music. Yeah, that's not gonna change my thought.
We're not TMZ, man.
Yeah, she could have did something. She could have fed the whole of Africa and everything. And if the music is not good,
right?
Like, kudos to you for doing a good deed,
right?
But that's not going to affect my judgment of the album.
Music, of course. Like you know, we trashed 21 Savage, but we gave props about how he been doing a lot of community work lately.
Yeah,
in the last episode, we brought it up. Yeah, respect it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to let what people do outside of the studio affect my judgment when it comes to the album. So I'm not even going to bring up what she did negative.
I mean,
a lot of people that do stuff negative.
She's the first person that got work done. Come on, man, stop it.
Yeah, he said
it's like a normal thing
when
now.
He told me she's not the first, of course, but the effect and the way she I get what he was saying, but I'm like, this is not the show for that.
No,
because if that's the case, there's a lot of people I could bring up, whether it's rappers, actors that do terrible negative stuff, and it don't affect my judgment when it comes to the music. We need to give our
high horse people.
Yeah. It's all about the music. I don't care about the personal stuff.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. All right. So what do you think about the album? You started off.
Oh shit. Here's my thing. There was times where I was like, okay. I honestly feel like she has it in her to drop a high quality album.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's her label or whatever pressure to sell a record. Even like when she tries to follow trends, it just doesn't sound right. It to me it don't. I know people like these songs and it actually obviously it sells, but musically to me it just doesn't work. Like there was songs on here where I was like, okay, that's her lane and it actually pretty good. And I feel like she has it in her to make a good album. I know our listeners are like, yo, you guys are bugging. She's trash. You know, our listeners are very hardcore, but I feel like she could put out a good album, and I feel like she could be decent when she wants to. Okay. And to all the people that are so quick to shit on her about writing her lyrics, listen, I believe she writes her lyrics because to me, she says nothing mind-blowing to be like, oh, she ain't writing this shit. And I'm not trying to diss her, like, because there's a lot of legendary rappers that we like that aren't super lyrical.
Yeah.
But they make good songs, they make good concepts, good albums, you know what I'm saying? But my point is, like, she ain't saying nothing brain buster. I'm like, ain't no way she writing this shit. So I believe it. And the only person who said that wrote for her was Safari, and I don't believe he wrote because he's straight trash.
Okay.
But overall, it to me it wasn't a good album, but she had flashes where I feel like she could really do some damage.
Now, what's your standout tracks?
Ganja Burn.
Okay,
I like the feel of Ganja Burn. You know, you could burn some ganja to the shit. Majesty featuring Eminem.
All right.
I liked Eminem. He spit some shit about old school rap and like how here's the lyrics. She goes, all that old school hip hop is over. I think that shit's got pneumonia. I told her, bitch, now just hold up. That's why rap needs a doctor. Our genre's lymph nodes are swollen up. It's time to check it for strep or some tonsillitis. Because like what they swab you with when your throat hurts. That's why tribe is so vital. We need Q-tip for the culture.
Bars.
And it's not hard just because he did that tribe line, but that was a good way to... That was hard.
Yeah, that was hard.
But I think they did their thing. What else? And the beat was hard. I like the beat. Barbie Dreams was good. Now, you told me or somebody told me about the concept she did, and I was like, oh, God. The fucking recycled concept.
Oh, Barbie Dreams. Yeah, it's been recycled a couple of times.
Yeah, and I'm like, here we go.
She did it before with the freestyle.
She did it herself before, back in the day.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Biggie did it. Kim did it.
Yeah,
Nicki did it herself. And all you Bobs out there, if you don't know she did this already, then you ain't a Bob.
Yeah.
And she did it again. So I was like, oh, here we go, recycling bullcrap.
But it was good.
It was good, and she did her thing. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, she has it in her.
She has a potential.
She has it in her. What else? We're just doing standouts now, right? And then we're going to break it down.
Yeah.
I like Coco Chanel with Foxy. Good to hear Foxy back.
Yeah, I like that.
That was a good song. Listen, man, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to piss off our listeners. My guilty pleasure is Bed with Ariana Grande. That's what, yo, I don't know why. I like the song. It gives me it puts me in a good mood when I hear it. Yeah. It's a guilty pleasure. We all have it. We all have it.
I get it, but it's definitely a pass on that.
I'm reading through my notes now.
What else? This is amazing. Brock got this many standouts for Nicki.
Sometimes Chung Lee's hard.
Chung Lee's hard.
If you don't think that's hard, come on.
You're
too critical.
Yeah, you gotta give her props for that. No, she could have left out the singing in it though, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, right.
The little singing at the end, I'm like, you could have left that out, Nicki, but you know.
It's funny. I read up my notes. It's like, nah, I'm good. Trash, Garbola.
So that's it for you?
I make myself. Oh, and no, yeah, that was it.
All right.
Yeah, that was it. I think that's what 6, 7 songs I like.
Wow, 7. Mine's is 6. 6 songs.
I put Running Hard. I put Okay. But yeah, what about you? What's your standout?
Yeah, so run through it real quick. It's basically the same except for
Bed.
Except for your guilty pleasure. So Ganja Burns, I like it started off the first 3. I was like, okay.
Agree.
I was like, all right. Like it caught me off guard. You know what I mean? So the first 3, Ganja Burns, I like. Got that nice feel. I could definitely hear Drake on it. I don't know why Drake wasn't on it.
Yeah.
And I could hear Rihanna doing the hook. Like if she would have put Rihanna on the hook, it would have added a little more. You know what I mean?
That would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect if Rihanna was on the hook for
good
Ganja
idea.
Burns. But that's the A&R.
You're A&R producer, not
yeah. So Majesty featuring M, I like it. I know some people say it sounds outdated. It sounds dated. His Eminem's verse, but I like it. I have no problem with Majesty. Barbie Dreams, I like it. Like we said, she nailed it this time, even though it had been done before.
And you know, while you go through your, let me just real quick. Ganja Burn, produced by Jay Reed. I want to bring up the producers more when we do reviews. Okay. Majesty featured Eminem, produced by Labyrinth. And M and Barbie Dreams, produced by Mela Moose and Rashad Ringo Smith. Okay, go ahead.
All right. And so after the first three, it hit me. Reality came back. Rich Sex is trash, super trash. I don't know. I don't know if she couldn't get better lawyers or wait a little longer, because the song with her and Nas, it should have replaced Rich Sex, and that got played. That didn't make the cut because they said it didn't get cleared.
Right.
From who was it? They were trying to
Tracy Chapman.
Chapman. Yeah. So Rich Sex should have definitely been left off, just like she left off. What was it? The other song that she dropped around Chong Li.
Barbie Tings.
Barbie
right.
Tings.
I didn't even realize that
because it was super trash. So somebody must have really told her that was super trash. She dropped it the same time Chong Li dropped.
Oh shit!
So somebody should have told her Rich. Like, that's the thing. When she does do trash stuff, it's really trash. When she really says bad. When she do bad lyrics, it's really bad.
Right.
So like, you might get something good from Nicki, like, oh, that was kind of hard what she spit, but then when she goes bad, she goes bad. It ain't even like, it's okay, it's bad, but okay. Hard White.
Rich Sex, produced by Jay Reed and Big Juice.
Okay.
And not for nothing, did she like wake Wayne, like just wake him up after like a 3-day bender and threw him in the booth? Because he sounded like, what was he on?
It's probably some old recycled, some stuff she took.
He sounded like he was on something. Go ahead. Hard White, produced by Boy Wonder and Ill Mind.
I liked Hard White. It was decent. I liked Hard White. Bad.
I wrote I could hear someone else on this song, but not really. Yeah,
it was cool. It was nothing like to really write home about, but it was cool. Bed, that I didn't care for that.
Produced by Super Dupes and
did not care for
Beats
Bed.
Bailey.
Thought I Knew featuring The Weeknd, I didn't care for. Running High, didn't like.
Produced by Rex Kudo and Seven Thomas.
Sway featuring Sway Lee, didn't like.
Yeah, that was her trying to make a
didn't like terrible
Ray Sermon song. Cause Swally's from Ray Sermon, right? Is he?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, produced by Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin. Didn't like it.
Yeah, I wrote trash.
Chong Li, liked it. Definitely.
Produced by
Heard
Jay
it a
Reed.
million times, but still, it was a good song.
That beat sounds so familiar.
Chong Li.
And I was going in my head. I kept doing the boom, 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 boom. I kept doing it in my head so I get the lyrics from what I heard before. Do you remember the song from Nori's first album? It was like it was the first song from like the second side. It was like one of the first or second song from the. I had tapes at the time. I still wasn't on my CD shit yet. Boom, 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 boom.
You
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder.
For the fight. No, wait. Was it?
And I was wondering if. That's where maybe she got it from. I don't know, but it sounds. Hold on, I just want to play real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but The Change.
All right.
Let me go to the end.
Okay,
I wonder if like it was inspired.
It sounds similar, yeah. It sounds similar.
Go ahead.
All right, Chung Li, I like. LLC didn't like.
Terrible. That was like
terrible. Good Form, terrible. Nip Tuck, terrible. Too late interlude. I don't even remember that. Come See About Me, didn't like it. Sir featuring Future, didn't like it.
Come See About Me.
Miami, terrible.
I wrote on my notes. Come See About Me. I put I'm good.
Yeah, terrible. Coco Chanel, I like. I like Coco Chanel. It had that.
Yeah, produced by J Beats.
Like that. Inspiration outro, just the outro when she giving it. Now I see
song Miami Murder Beats. I think he's the one who does beats for Tekashi.
Terrible.
I put trash here.
Now I see that she added Fifi, because I'm hearing this is her lowest sales out of all her lowest, like when it debut album. This is her lowest when it comes to sales. Like, she's not doing good. That's what I heard, sell-wise, which I really don't care.
I wonder if it's really
people
that
saying.
low,
so I'm thinking maybe that's why she added Fifi to the mix.
Oh, definitely.
Because I heard that was Tekashi song featuring her, but I heard that song is big. It might be on the Billboard, so that's why she added it now. Because it wasn't on the album when it originally dropped.
Exactly.
So now she
why
put
put
Fifi
it on?
Yeah, I guess to boost up the sales. So basically I like 6 out of. I'm not counting the intro. 6 out of 18, and I'm gonna say this is her best album. I don't understand why people are going so hard on it, like it's so bad because.
Well, there's people saying it's so bad, and there's people saying it's so freaking good. It's classic.
Both.
It's like there's no in between.
It's definitely not so good, and it's definitely not. It's not terrible, and I think this is her best work, far as a hip hop album goes.
I agree.
Her first album, didn't like it. Her second album, I think that was the Reloaded.
Yes.
It was like 90% pop, 95% pop, which I ain't mad. I like her pop music. I always stated that. When she does pop, I'm okay with that.
Okay, all right.
I would be good if she came out with a pop album, just said it straight up.
See, but that's my thing. It's pop, so you can't, because it's moving units and it's popular, you can't say I'm the best. Oh, I'm such a great lyricist because I'm selling so many records.
No, she's not. That's why I never understood why they put her in that category.
Right.
And that goes, all right, so like Pink Friday, because like I said, I re-listened to her albums. Take it back real quick. Pink Friday. The only songs I liked on Pink Friday, this is why I say this is Nicki's best album, because I actually like 6 songs. That was amazing for me. That I like. That's like I'm not saying much, but I like 6 songs on Nicki's album. So Pink Friday, I only like 3 songs. Right Through Me, that was my guilty pleasure. That was my guilty. She was rapping.
The other song was my guilty pleasure from that.
Moment for Life with Drake.
That was good.
That was good.
That was a good song. That's a legit good song.
That's a legit song. You could probably hear 10 years from now and be like, okay, Nicki got that one. And Your Love, that was straight pop.
That's the guilty pleasure.
That was straight pop, but I like that song.
But that was my guilty pleasure from that album. Yeah,
good song.
And I like Super Bass.
Nah, I wasn't big on Super Bass, but and then on Pink Friday Reloaded, I like Bees in the Trap. I had no beef with that. Starships, straight pop again.
I did
liked
not
it.
like that at all. No.
Pound the Alarm, straight pop. I liked it.
Okay.
Fire Burns, straight pop. I liked it. She's not rapping on these songs.
Right.
Doing pop. You know what I mean? It sounds like some Christina Aguilera or something. Like, I'm okay with that though.
Right.
But just don't tell me she's the queen of hip hop if she doesn't have 5 classic hip hop songs in her whole catalog.
Ooh,
you can't name 5. And I shout out to Jessie Jess. I know right now when she hears this, because we had this debate at Jiggy June birthday party a couple of years ago. Right. And everybody thought I was bugging. So I sat back and everybody was going at me, oh, Nicki's so great. You can't even just put her in the box of female MCs. You got to start putting up there with the M's, the J's, the Nas, like mentioning her amongst them. So I sat back and let everybody go at me. I asked one simple question, especially to Jess, who's a diehard Nicki fan.
Right.
I'm like, give me 5 hip hop. Notice the magic word, hip hop, not pop.
Like a rap song, right?
Give me 5 hip hop songs by Nicki, her songs from her albums, that 10 years from now, even you Nicki fans, when it comes on, is going to take you back.
Like a song, a straight rap song.
Yeah, classic hip hop songs. It ain't got to be classic far as sales go. It could be classic underground or sales.
Right.
Give me 5. The fact that she had to sit there and the other people that was there had to sit there and really silence for a good almost like 5 minutes. It felt like they couldn't come up. Then she threw the Moment for Life at me with the Drake. Cool,
okay,
I give you
that. Put that in
Moment
there,
for Life, no problem. What else? Every other song they started mentioning, like Your Love and Starship, I was like, that's pop. I said hip hop. Give me 5 hip hop. Because if y'all gonna call her the queen of hip hop and give her this throne, or some people say the best female rapper of all time, no, how is that possible if you can't give me 5?
Nowhere near MC Light.
Yeah, then somebody said Bees in the Trap. I'm like, maybe for the underground level, but you really can't give me 5. She's been out too long for you not to be able to just throw 5 at me.
And you know what it is too? People need to remember, because she probably is, like, popularity wise, the biggest, like,
broke records and everything. Cool.
Artist. Cool. But people gotta understand. They gotta understand that hip hop is the #1 genre right now. It is very accepted. When Queen La, MC Light, Salt and Pepper, it was considered a fad. It was not as big as it is today. It is not accepted as it is today. And they were still selling records, going gold, sometimes platinum, when people were shitting on hip-hop, where you had politicians trying to ban it. You had, like, parents and let their kids listen to it. Like, it's not how it is today. And it was just named recently the #1 genre in the world. So people need to understand that.
Point.
They need to understand that. So when Queen Latifah went gold or straight off or just UNITY, gold in like those days was at 91, 92. It's like going triple platinum now. Seriously.
Exactly.
You guys, the MC Light, come on, poor Georgie, 10% this, Paper Thin, Rock the Body. Yo, she got, and those are hip hop songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like people need to like realize like it was different then. It was harder to break out then, especially if you're a female in hip hop.
And it was all original too. It wasn't a Queen Latifah before Queen Latifah, the
Nope.
MC Light before MC Light.
Nope.
They was the first. It wasn't a carbon copy of Little Kim. They didn't have to have gimmicks. They didn't have to get their ass done, their tits done, their nose done, their eyes done.
They were dressed down.
Yeah, that was
way
part of
the
it.
fuck down.
Quick question: do you think Nicki would be or have made it as big if she would have never got none of that physical stuff done?
I don't.
Do you think that added on to the whole crazy big ass and the Barbie? First of all, the whole Barbie thing always I found funny because Barbie is plastic, fake.
I think that's why she did that.
So she's like she's
Yeah, I think she's
cool.
like accepting.
Yeah, cool.
Of,
Barbie, like you accepted being plastic
Right.
and fake.
Right.
Okay, cool. But do you think she would have been as big if none of that stuff got done?
I don't know. It's hypothetical.
No, it's hypothetical.
I know, but it's hard because you know what? She had the Young Money back in.
Yeah, but did you see the old Nicki before all the surgery? She just was a thin, not trying to play her.
No,
but
right.
she just wasn't. I think that really added on and pushed her even more.
It could have. No, I'm not saying
I mean?
no. I'm not
Because
saying
all these
no.
other females we just named from Little Kim to Fox, they all did it before they got the surgery.
Right.
They did it. But
It's hard to say, but you know what?
Yeah.
She got Young Money at the perfect time.
Perfect time.
Perfect time.
Perfect storm.
Yup. It was a huge boost.
It was perfect. So okay, so like I said, getting back to the Nicki thing, the Reloaded album, the Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, Bees in the Trap. I like I said, Starships Pop, Pound Alarm Pop 5. All right, then the Pink Print. Now this is the album because I always say this, and I brought it up to somebody recently, and I was like, what's her? Same thing I brought up when we were speaking to Mac about Drake and everything, certain artists. I'm like, for y'all to put them in this great category, this legendary category, what's their Illmatic? What's their Reasonable Doubt? What's their 36 Chambers? What's their Low End Theory? And he's like, yo. And then when I brought that up, he was like, why are you always bringing up them? Why are you comparing it to their albums? I'm like, you're not getting what I'm saying. I'm not comparing it.
No.
I'm just saying,
What's
their claim to fame? What's that album that you're going to remember them years from now? Like, that was the album. That was the album that changed the game.
Game-changing, yes.
That was the album that inspired crazy other, like, what's their album? That's what I'm saying when I bring up these other artists. I don't expect them to make an Illmatic, Reasonable Doubt. I'm not living in the past. I get it, people.
Right.
But what's their album?
Right.
And like a person that does a movie, what was their movie that took them to that? What was that role that? So when I say that, for Drake, they said the album with the blue sky in the back. That's it.
I know you're talking about,
And I'm like, okay, even if y'all say that's a good album, you trying to say that's the album. So for Nicki, a lot of people, Nicki fans, say the Pink Print.
Okay.
That's her blueprint. That's her whatever that you're gonna.
Okay.
So I listened to the Pink Print again.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
Okay, Pink Print. All right. Anaconda is super trash. That was off the Pink Print.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Pills and Potions. I like that song.
No,
that was like
I did not like that. No.
Pop, hip hop. She rapped in it. Pills and Potions.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, no. All right, I was cool. I had no problem with that song, but the Pink Print. I think I only like three songs.
What was
actually.
the other singles on that? Because I know she had a few more, right?
She had all right. Well, all right. Roman's Revenge. I think that was on the Pink Print. And
no, was that?
Or was that on Roman Reloaded?
I think that was. Yeah, I think that was the first. I thought that wasn't that the name of man?
Because she had a joint with Little. All right. Well, Roman's Revenge featuring Lil Wayne was her bars on there was awful. When I tell you awful, it was awful. That's why I say when she does something bad, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. And then she had a song Stupid Hole. I think that was on Pink Print.
Okay.
That was one of the worst. Like, it was terrible, Stupid Hole. The bars, everything. The whole song was terrible. So Pink Print, I'm like, if this is y'all saying the album that, I think it was like 3 songs on there. And then she did have a song called Looking Ass, but
I remember
it wasn't on there. It was on the Young Money album, Rise of an Empire.
Oh.
Didn't even make her album. And Looking Ass was hard. That's why I said every now and then, like you said, she surprised you, like, oh, she got the potential. But like you said, she gets caught up, I think, into like, all right, what's gonna sell? What's trendy? What's
right.
But so all right, so I say all that to say this. I looked at her catalog.
Okay.
3 albums before this Queen album. y'all can't tell me Queen is not her best album. And like you said, that's not saying much. Because every other album, I think there's only 3 songs I like off each album.
Right.
Like 3 hip-hop songs, people. Understand when I say hip-hop.
Yeah.
Now, some people going to be like, so why he sound like... I heard somebody try to get at me. They was like, so what's the problem if she's good at pop and she decides to do pop? I have no problem with that. It's the fact when people put her in the category.
Yeah, and when people say she's the best female rapper ever, but you can't say you could say, you could probably say, she's one of the best artists of all time, but when you say rapper, now we're talking about rapping,
MC, lyricist,
not singing.
Yeah.
And when she calls herself the top lyricist and like taking credit for writing all her own shit, but you're writing a lot of pop records.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to explain to you people, or people that don't get it, then when we disagree.
Yeah.
If she came out with an album straight spitting and whatever.
And she came, like you said, when she got with Young Money with The Perfect Time, what other females, what was it, 07 or was it 2010?
That was like 07, 08 when she first got with Young Money.
Where was the competition as far as female rappers go? Around that time. Because when Remy got locked up,
oh shit, yeah.
It wasn't really no competition. So
I'm trying to think. Damn.
And like I said, I had no problem with her being animated because Busta was animated, Eminem's animated, Redman's animated.
I respect she takes the craft and tries it. She has a vision, she's a visionary.
But they was animated and spitting. When she gets animated with that, nah, Roman, and she starts doing the crazy voices and the blinking of the eyes, she's not saying nothing hot. Everybody want to say the Monster verse. Monster, classic verse.
Good verse.
Classic verse. But that's, like I said, she got a handful of verses. She should never be mentioned amongst the greats and the legends. I'm sorry. To me, that's disrespectful. It's blasphemy.
Right.
And people just drinking the Kool-Aid. But real quick, you know what I find funny? A lot of people that was praising her, or like the same dude that told me to bring up the whole the surgery and everything. Not that long ago, a couple of weeks ago, he was telling me, like, I'm wilding with this Tekashi 69, because he's like, oh, Tekashi 69, he's on the billboards. He does this, popular. Now, he's dissing Nicki, but I'm like,
you were just
saying how popular, because she had a popular run. Same thing I'll tell you about Tekashi. He got a run now. It's not going to last. He's popular now. It's just popular. Right. Now you saying she was terrible all around because you don't like her attitude and other stuff that's coming out, letting you affect your opinion on her music. But just a couple of weeks ago, you arguing with me or debating with me about Tekashi.
You're right.
To me, what's the difference? It's popular music, and I try to explain that back then. Just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good. Right. It definitely doesn't mean it's going to last.
Right. It's true.
But she had a decent run, Nicki. But my thing is, why these people are turning on her? Like you said, some of them are saying it's a classic. Right. But then I hear a lot of people like y'all was loving Nicki not that long ago. What makes this album?
What's so different about this album than the others?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
There's really no, sonically is not a huge difference at all.
Why y'all surprised?
So why are we jumping off the boat now?
They had to. She lost it. She lost what?
No, she didn't lose it. She didn't lose it at all. She's doing what she's been doing and it's successful. Me personally don't like it musically. It's not my thing. But you guys loved it before, so why? And this is not different.
Better.
Exactly, it's slightly better. Exactly,
slightly better.
So there's really no difference. Yeah, you're right. I get exactly what you're saying. It makes no sense.
So my theory is maybe people want more pop because the other albums have more pop than this album. This album doesn't really have. I think this might be her most hip hop.
She went more hip hop, trappy
rap. Mm-hmm. Even though some of the rap songs I definitely don't like, but she left out a lot of the pop. So maybe that's what it is.
They want to hear pop music.
So I guarantee you,
these people want to hear pop music.
Nicki's next album is going to be pop all the way. What she should have been did. That's what they want to hear from Nicki.
Well, I always complain about this with other artists, and I used to complain about this with Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. When I used to say he is in a position where he could just come out with an album with a concept, and people are going to eat it up regardless. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to get the top producers. People are going to eat it up, and they're going to love it. They're going to think it's genius. Which happened with 444.
Good album.
Very
great
good album. And I respect him that he finally did it, what I've been begging for years. I was like, no matter what he does, people are going to eat it up, and they're going to call it genius, even though it's really not, because other rappers been doing it their whole career, which that type of music on 444, a lot of rappers been doing that shit, and they don't get no credit. But everybody's putting this up on a pedestal. I feel like the same shit with Nicki. Same shit. If she came out with an album with every beat by, like, say, Black Milk, freaking Large Professor, and it was good, people like, oh my God, this is the most mind blowing thing. She could do it, and it's still gonna sell records.
They would say she brought back
still
real
gonna
hip-hop.
sell.
She
Yeah.
brought it back.
Oh, it's so genius. It'll get nominated for Grammys, and it'll still sell. And that's why I feel like she's in that position where she could do that, and I wish she would take that. She would take that stand. But I wish she would take that stand. And I feel like it would be a good album. If she had an album with straight Havoc beats, I mean, like I said, any underground rapper, she's like, I want to spit, I want to do a concept maybe, talk about like, I don't know, domestic abuse or whatever. People going to make it out to be the most genius thing they ever heard because she's in that position. And I wish more artists that are big like her could do that. They don't have to get a Metro Boomin beat, or I want a song that sounds like what Tekashi did, or I want a Migos sounding song. You don't have to do that. Maybe when you first came out, you're already established, and I want to hear that from her. I'm dying to hear that from her. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna sell, and people are gonna they're gonna make it like it's the most genius thing ever.
I would have said that. I would have agreed with you maybe 2 weeks ago, but for some reason, for some reason, I think it's some type of. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, maybe I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not trying to take up for Nicki because y'all be like, oh, you diss Nicki, then you try to take up. I think it's some type of. It's people still repping it and calling it classic, but I see more negative, which I never thought I would see.
Right.
Well, I like everybody falls off, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. It's like it's more negative cloud over her right now.
Yeah.
It's more negativity from industry people, from articles. I'm like we say once again, I don't understand what's the big difference.
Right.
If anything, she got.
I think it has nothing to do with the music. It's everything outside.
Outside personal stuff. That's what they said. Like
yeah.
her relationships with stuff. So
right.
I don't know if it's some powers that be. But it's like, and then they say Cardi's working. I don't know what it is, but it seems like, and I'm like, y'all need to stop it.
Yeah,
so
I like this. I like this album better than Cardi's.
You like this album?
I'm not saying I like the album. I like it better than Cardi's.
Yeah,
let's get it clear, people. I know you people want to hear what you want to hear. I said I like it better than Cardi's.
I like it like slightly better. I think I gave Cardi a 5.
It's not like it's a landslide.
I'll give Nicki a 5 point. Cause see, all right, Nicki, I like. One, all right, let's break it down. Cardi, I think it was 11 tracks. I like 5 out of 11. The 5 songs on Cardi, like I really did like because of the feel. It wasn't really what she was spitting. Nicki, I like 6 out of 18. Nicki, I might give the edge to just because lyrically,
right,
I appreciate Nicki's more than Cardi, which is not saying much.
Right,
but I'm more of a. But I heard some people say they like Cardi better. Now, this is the funny thing. When I said Nicki, give me out of her whole career 5 classic hip hop songs, and that should be so easy for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear Anaconda. Somebody thought the Anaconda was horrible. She disrespected Sir Mix a lot by even touching that classic.
Disrespected Sir Mix.
That was a classic song. So what I say? So the thing I give to Cardi, which is outstanding, Cardi first album. You can honestly say whether you like Cardi or not,
right.
10 years from now, people that ride with Cardi or the young people grow up 15 years from now, when these songs come on, Bodak Yellow,
right?
Be Careful, I Like It, Drip. That wasn't, I ain't like really Drip, but when it comes on, Drip. The other one, Party with Cardi.
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 Yeah.
That's 5 right there in one album. So now, once again, I guess I'm throwing Nicki under the bus. That's 5. That's hip hop songs. That's not pop songs, whether you like them or not. It's 5 hip hop songs.
Okay.
That years from now, when it comes on in any spot, any club is gonna. So off her first album, off the rip, she got 5 more than Nicki.
See,
do you not agree?
I agree. Even though those 5 I really don't care for, but I know what you're saying. People are gonna vibe to those songs if it comes on the club.
Be careful now. I like it.
Hip hop.
I like it. Like, damn, that come
I
on.
like it like that. I like it like that.
Be Careful. I like.
I didn't know.
When I first heard Be Careful, huh?
I didn't care for Be Careful.
You ain't care for Be Careful?
I like it like that.
Be careful of me. I like how she had a concept. I like how it wasn't a trappy beat. It wasn't
commercial.
It was
different. I did like that.
I like it.
I did like that. All right, she's trying to,
Cardi want to party with Cardi. I like the 21 Savage verse could have been off that, but like that's what I'm saying. So by me saying that, I'm gonna run this real quick because I don't want to take up time. Nicki D, Daddy's Little Girl album, 91 came out. She had Hang On Kid. Like I said, some of y'all the people that was around that era could get what I'm saying. Because when it comes on, Hang On Kid is going to give you that feel. It's hip hop. Monday Will Always Be Together, and Daddy's Little Girl. So that's just 3 off that album. That album's all around good, but that's 3 that you could say, and that was one album she dropped.
Okay.
So this is how I'm going to make my point. Heather B album was good, but she had a couple of underground hip hop classics off it.
Yeah. All Glocks down.
Yeah, All Glocks down. Yeah, exactly. Yo-Yo, her album Make Way for the Mother Low 91. You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo. Ain't Nobody Better. Stomp Into the 90s. That was all from that album. Like hip hop heads, like even if you don't remember, once you play this after I say this episode,
like,
I
remember.
It gives you this feel. This is what I'm saying. Nicki lacks, and she's gonna lack it years from now. Even your Barbie fans and Nicki fans are gonna understand what I'm saying. Rhapsody, she's still basically in a new category. So she does, but her album alone, Layla's Wisdom, and her EP, The Crown, better than anything Nicki put out.
Beauty and the Beast, she got game. I mean, she had a catalog.
She got a catalog, mixtapes. Roxanne Shante, okay, she got Have a Nice Day, Bad Sister, Roxanne's Revenge, couple of Mooney Love, Down to Earth, Mooney in the Middle, It's a Shame. I already said Cardi B, Rod Digger, Dirty Harriet. She got when Tight comes on, when Imperial comes on, when Break Fool come on, it's gonna take y'all. Besides the whole album being hot, but I'm just saying the joints.
Break Fool was
and
hard.
a lot of these I'm naming, they was one album they came out with. So that's why.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying, right?
I know where you're going with this.
Remy Ma. In 06, she dropped There's Something About Remy. I wasn't a big fan of the album. I love Remy, but she got still whatever. She got Conceited. She got Feel So Good, featuring Neo.
I remember that.
All the Way Up. That could still. That's not from that album, but she could still perform. It's gonna get because that was a song they shared, her and Joe. This is what I'm saying. And she only has one album. This is what people gonna. Trina, she the baddest bitch. The Brat, Functified, Give It To You, the B-side featuring Biggie, What You Like featuring Tyrese, and that's what I'm looking for. She got songs she can perform. She got what you know what I mean. Even though she got Foxy Brown, 96 Il Nada, Letter to the Firm. It wasn't a single, but when people come on, they're gonna remember that. They hear it. Get Me Home, The Promise featuring Havoc.
Il Nana with Meth.
Il Nana, I'll Be featuring Jay-Z. That was just off of
that's a freaking classic.
That was just off of Il Nana. Foxy Broken Silence. She had
her best album in my opinion.
Yeah, featuring Sprague Benz. BK Anthem. Tables Will Turn featuring Baby Sham. Nana Be Like. People, are you following me? Right. MC Light. Cha 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 Cha, Poor Georgie. Poor Georgie, Cha 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 Cha, Cold Rocker Party, Light as a Rock, 10% Diss. What else? Paper Thin. Kicking for Brooklyn, Winning in Love, Roughneck.
Yo, see, in my humble opinion, she is the best female rapper of all time. I know a lot of people say Lauryn Hill.
I would say Lauryn Hill, but go ahead.
Maybe she edged her lyrically, but she don't have the, like you said about Nicki, don't have the rap hits. Lauryn don't have the rap hits solo-wise up to freaking MC Light. A lot of hits was singing.
I agree with you.
She don't have straight hip-hop hits that can match MC Light's catalog. Maybe not even Queen Law. Queen Law's right there to me. To me, Queen Law's number 2.
I'm getting there. Hold up. So these are just the females. And we don't want to put... I'm putting it just the females because people try to say, she's definitely blowing all the females out as far as being the queen of hip-hop or greatest of all time. So I try to put
go back. Hip-hop was not as accepted during these days.
Most of the stuff I'm saying. Okay, now let's take it to Eve. Got a Man, Scenario 2000, What Y'all Want, Love Is Blind. Let's talk about featuring Dragon. What else? Who's That Girl? Let Me Blow Your Mind. Gangsta Lovin'. Tambourine. Even though I ain't rapping, but these is songs that come on from Eve fans 10 years from now. Okay, Kim, 96, Hardcore, Big Mama Thing, No Time, Crush on You, Drugs, Queen Bitch. Let's take it to what else she had? Dreams, Not Tonight. That was off of one album. Boom. Oh yeah, we're gonna take it there to the other album. Kim still. Suck My Dick, underground joint.
Yeah, that was hard.
How Many Licks? I didn't care for that, but still, you get what I'm saying. Notorious K.I.M. No matter what they say, no matter what people say. Queen Bitch Part 2, The Jump Off, Magic Stick, Get in Touch with Us, featuring Styles P. That was an underground joint on the mixtape that was hot. Light Is Up.
I Came Back for You. Light Is Up was hard.
Whoa. That's when she was my name. Whoa. Okay. When she was going Quiet featuring The Game when she was dissing Fox and Little C's, underground hit. Kim, Forget About It. Queen Lie, Coming to My House. She had Ladies First. Latifah's Had It Up to Here. Black Hand Side, Just Another Day, UNITY. Ladies First. Like, come on, like.
You said Latifah's Had It Up to Here?
Yeah, I said Latifah Had It Up to Here.
Okay, good. You got to get that right.
Lauryn Hill, she had Lost Ones. I'm just talking hip-hop stuff. Lost Ones, which she was spitting. Lost Ones, Doo-Wop, Final Hour. That was...
And you know what? We have to include her Fuji songs. And
yeah, we could include the Fuji.
Because she was out
She was bodying the Fuji. She was out spitting all of them on the Fuji songs.
Yeah, exactly.
The MTV Unplugged when she did the Freedom Live freestyle, where she was with the guitar and she was spitting.
Yes.
She killed that. Yep. Yo, anybody listen to MTV Unplugged Freedom Live, listen to that. Lauryn went in. Yeah, so I'm just trying to make a point here, people. The Brat, like I said, she had she had another hot song called World Premiere. Yeah. It was Jermaine Dupri and M.O.P.
I think you made it pretty well. I think you made it pretty well.
That's all I'm saying. So, and this is hold on, Salt and Pepper.
Oh shit.
My mic sounds nice.
Oh, my mic sounds
Salt
nice.
and Pepper, Shoop, Push It. Let's Talk About Sex. What a Man, Tramp. None of Your Business.
I Take Your Man.
I Take Your Man. Like, this is what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all crowning Nicki and giving her all this praise, but y'all can't even give me all these years she been out. Y'all cannot give me 5 hip-hop classic Nicki songs. And these Nicki fans can't give it to me. So how is she getting put on this pedestal of greatness?
If you want to talk musically or just all around, I'm not going to argue with you.
Impact-wise,
yeah.
she's...
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not going to argue with you. Impact sells.
This is a hip-hop show, and we're talking about... And when you crown her the best lyrical female, which people do, and she does herself, then we have to break it down. That's why it's Chop It Up Hip Hop, because we chop it up, chop it down. We chop it all around. You know what I'm saying? You know? So
that's only point
here's
we make
the thing.
it. Yeah.
We don't want people to be bad. We get bad when we hear, you know what I mean? We want people to put out good quality music, you know what I mean? So I don't want people coming with the wrong impression. Like, we want this culture to be preserved the right way.
Yeah.
So it's like we just when things not happening right, we gotta say something about it, and that's how it is, because we care about this culture.
I want certain artists to prove us wrong. Right. I want us to come in with an episode
to prove
where
me
we be
wrong.
like, "Yo, Nicki, Nicki, you did it. You finally, like, Drake album came out. I wanted that. That's another thing. I thought Drake had a lot of ammo too with the whole after the Big Bill stuff, the ghostwriting, all the stuff circulating around him, negative stuff. I like, this is the time to prove yourself, or at least you don't really have to prove. Like, I know people like, why they got to prove anything?
Right.
They
did this, they broke this record. Fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get it.
Cool, whatever. But even Drake fans were saying this is Drake's worst album than his other stuff.
Really?
I heard Drake fans.
You know what's funny? This is the one I like probably. Well, the first half I like the most out of all his albums. I thought the first half was actually pretty good. I was like, all right, I can fuck with this. Second half, I was sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
Besides a couple songs.
Proof, like, I want this.
Yeah.
I thought Drake. I was like, yo, he's about to go way crazy, or Nicki's about to go way. It's so much ammo pushing them, and not for nothing. Like I said, we tell the truth here. We no hidden agendas. We not biased. It's a lot of artists, big name artists, this year so far that has not they not
too much
they
hype.
They didn't live up to their potential.
Too much hype.
The whole good music rollout,
big names,
was disappointing.
Yeah, listen, when Nipsey Hussle, not knocking him, but when you have a lot of these big names, Nipsey Hussle to me best album of the year, or Royce.
Yeah.
Either or. I'm not gonna argue about it. Those
J-Rock.
J-Rock. Those are the albums. It's not all these overhyped summer joints that fell flat.
West Side Gun.
Yeah.
Conway. It's like, to me, the best albums this year so far are the ones, the underground, if you want to quote unquote underground artists, or not the ones that's not big name. Like Pusha T, I wouldn't say was a big name. Pusha T album was good. Like, we're not saying these albums was bad, but with all the hype around it, and then some of y'all artists like Nas, Kanye, I'm calling y'all out. Like, we expect more. We hold y'all at a whole different
level.
Yeah. Our standards for y'all are high and should be high. Pusha, you gave me, this was Pusha best album, good. But like a lot of artists this year, it's like, what's going on? Like, is everybody, like, what's going on? Nicki, Drake, Nas, Kanye and Kid Cudi.
Right.
who else dropped that was a big name artist? Really big, that kind of. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like this year so far, I mean, Jay and Beyonce dropped, which I thought was a good album.
I love that.
I thought that was a good album. Really, but do you still listen to it?
I haven't listened to it in a few.
How long was it in rotation? Tell the truth.
I don't know. You know what? They're not promoting it at all, though. Like they just dropped it. They're not promoting it and not hyping it up themselves. Like, have they promoted themselves at all? At all? On social media? Ain't nothing, right? They just said, all right, good music. Nice. It was a good time, but here we go.
Boom. Right on good music, yeah.
Fuck you, Kanye.
I had, like they said, I read an article. They was like, this so far this year has been a big flop for hip hop.
I read that too.
Because before this year started, all this was already planned out, and a lot of people was hyped and thinking it's gonna be a big year with this whole good music, Nicki's new album, Cardi. Like I said, Cardi album is what I expected. Like I said, exactly I like that. It was okay. It was okay.
I feel like we had like a little. It's like a perfect segue right now. I feel like we had a little mini chopping block on Nicki.
That was basically a mini because I had to break it down. Yeah.
Here's the segue, but it's like a year since our last chopping block, which we did LL Cool J. Check it out if you haven't. Episode 3. We are gonna do another chopping block coming to you in about a couple weeks. We asked the fans, who should we do? Mm-hmm. There was like 3 names that was floating around the most. We chose Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes will be in the chopping block, so look out for that. Is he still have it, or we expect more music, or no, stick a fork and we're good with his old catalog. That's coming soon. I'm very excited about this one.
Very excited.
But that's a good segue since we did a mini Nicki Minaj chopping block.
This is kind of like a mini chopping block because Nicki fans are crazy. And I know Jess is going to kill me. I know she's going to want to come up here. Because when I told her I'm doing the show, she was like, oh, I need to be there so I could fight her argument for her and everything. Or how she say state facts. I was like, all right, Jess, like, I get it. But like I said, this is just what we think. So, all right, so what's your rating for the Nicki album? And once again, let us make it known that 10 masterpiece, 9 classic, 8 excellent, 7 very good, 6 decent, 5 half and half.
Yeah, it needs improvement.
4, come on, son. Like, come on, get it together. 3, got some joints. got a few joints on there. You know what I mean? 2, laughable trash. Like, whatever. 1, straight trash.
Straight trash.
Not even funny. What do you give Nicki's album?
See, I gotta take a step back because I was gonna give it a good rating based off I had low expectations, but I gotta take it. I gotta step back and go into this like no expectations. Like I'm hearing it, I'm just gonna give it a rating because I was in the 5.5 mark, but I'm like, hold on, I heard better albums. I gave a 5 maybe, so I'm like at 4.55. I'm at 4.55 because it definitely needs improvement, and the Come On songs is like, the LLC, the Rich Sex, songs like that makes me like, come on, son, like, what are you doing? Like, Sir, Miami, you know what I mean? But she has flashes, so I'm gonna do a 5.
5.
How many songs do I like? It's 1, 2, 3. No. 4. 5.
She got you. Like
6. You got 6. There must be a song. There must be a song that you like that I don't like. Then
it must be.
Yeah. All right. I'm going with the 4.5, and that's actually good.
And what did you give Cardi? And then, like I said, the only reason I know people like, why you gotta compare? Why they always gotta compare? This is hip hop. This is what we do. They in the same. I ain't gonna say they on the same level, but they.
It kind of, not because they're female. It's the same level because they kind of do this. It's kind of like the same type of music.
Listen, Bodak Yellow is not far fetched saying that I could easily hear Nicki doing that when that came out. I could easily see Nicki doing drip.
They really don't have different styles at all. Really.
It's just
not really.
Nicki's lyrically a little better than her.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say a little.
So I'm gonna go with 4.5. You know why? Because hopefully she hears this and takes it as constructive criticism and not hate and go in the next one.
Well, shout out to Nicki. I saw some of the Flex interview and she actually said, "I have no problem when people say, "Oh, you could have went harder. This could have been better." I have no problem with that criticism like that. She said the only problem I have is when it's coming from like a hate way, like it's coming from hate, or it's coming from you just saying that to say it.
Right. I know a lot of people like that too. They're very cynical. Like they don't have an open mind. Just go in and hate, and it's true. There are people like that. There are.
Like Flex admitted it. He said when he wanted to hate on Chung Lee. He played in their car. When I first heard Chung Lee, I ain't gonna front. I was like, I don't like this.
I know you remember you told me that. My first reaction was actually the beat was hard.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, the beat was hard. I was like, yo.
I guess a little bit of slight bias slipped in.
It happens to the best. It happens to me. It happens to everybody.
So all right. So you say you're giving it a 4.5. That's your rating. All right. I'm gonna give it. I can't say half. I can't give it a 5 because that's basically half and half, and it's definitely more than half the songs that I don't like. If I only like 6, so with this, you got at least 3 that it's really trash. The others, well, two or three that's trash. Then the other songs that I don't like, I won't call it trash. It's just not how you say, not my cup of tea.
Right.
not my. So I'm gonna give her a 4. I forgot exactly what I gave Cardi before, but whatever I gave Cardi, I'm gonna give. Actually, it's a tie. I'm gonna give them both a 4. I think I gave Cardi a 5 before. No. Matter of fact, Cardi's I'm gonna keep a 5 because I think I like 5 or 6 out of 11. So that's half and half.
Okay.
So Cardi, I'm gonna give a 5. Nicki, I'm gonna give a 4.5.
Wow. Okay.
4.5. I gotta go with the numbers.
We slightly disagree, right?
Yeah, because at first I was saying I'm gonna give it the edge to Nicki because lyrically I like it better.
Right.
But if we go on by the numbers and I'm playing an album and it's 18 songs and only like 6, that's a lot of skipping.
And you know what? I took a half a point off because, I mean, come on, Wayne. You could have made Wayne give you a better verse than that. Yeah. Like, what was he on? I would have told him, Wayne, you kidding me? You're the face of our company, man. You sound like you're on something. Go back in that booth.
Yo, imagine if she would have kept them 6 songs, added the song with Nas, which was a cool song. I like how they sampled it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love the sample.
Yeah.
Imagine if she would have kept them 6 songs we like, added that song, and then 8 or 9 could have been songs we don't like. That would have been, when they do that whole 18 songs, that's 12 songs. That's a whole album I don't like.
You say it all the time. People ain't built for no 17, 18 track albums.
They not built for it. They're not built for it. Like, if she would have did, she should have had a good music rollout, 7 songs, and maybe Nicki would have impressed me, but yeah, I'm not impressed at the end of the day. So,
right.
But I think it's her best album. So, if I give it a 4.5, the other albums was definitely like a 2.2 to me or something, 2.5 to me. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, people, if y'all agree, y'all disagree, let us know.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just our opinion. Nothing we say is facts. This is just how we feel.
But I feel like nobody breaks it down the way we do. Why we feel the way we feel. No,
nobody.
We have good reasons why we say what we say. We don't say it just to say it.
Yeah, we're not saying it just to say it. And then when I ask certain questions, like bring up the situation again, like I said, at the birthday party when everybody was da-da-da-da-da-da. Once I asked that one simple question, it was silence. You couldn't hear a pin drop.
Mind-boggling.
Like they was squeezing juice out their brain to find something. Like I gotta give him 5 Nicki songs. It's impossible. I can't give him 5 Nicki rap songs. And one of the dudes there told me, he's like, you know what? You really made me look at it in a whole different light. That I couldn't come up, big as an artist she is, I couldn't give you 5 Nicki rap songs that I consider classic. I could give you verses all day, features, which that's his opinion. He felt she got a lot of classic verses.
Features does count on the overall spectrum.
Yeah, but if it's not your song.
Okay, I got you.
You're going to perform features all day, or the DJ's just going to play your verse and cut it off?
Right.
I guess you might have to do that.
Right. Because you know what? There was segue into the Busta chopping block. There was a long stretch, where Busta was just on every song and he was killing it. Yeah. He was the feature king. It was Wayne like a good 5-6 years.
Was the feature king. You got to give Wayne that.
But Busta was going and that. I think that counts to his legacy. But let's go back to Nicki.
Yeah, it does. I mean, features definitely count, but you're not getting. Nobody's saying Busta's the king of hip hop or the greatest of all time.
Exactly.
Or they're not even putting him in the category as the greats. There's no disrespect to Buzz, but
I know people don't mention
there knocking on the door, but they don't mention him for whatever reason.
I don't know why.
Nicki, y'all putting her in there, y'all pushing her. The machine was behind her.
Yeah, don't listen, don't say she's on Nas and Jay's level, man.
Or Eminem's, or
like,
I'm not even an Eminem fan like that, but she's not on M's
There's
level.
no song. It's like she doesn't have a song that can't even touch anything off. Can't Knock the Hustle. Can't touch freaking It Ain't Hard to Tell. I Gave You Power. Like, come on, guys. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Take a step back. Take a breather. She doesn't have a song that could mess with those songs. Like Dead Presence. Like, she doesn't have a song that could even go anywhere near those songs.
She don't.
Nothing.
And if y'all want to be honest with yourselves, y'all want to be truthful for the ones that be like, because she switches it up, pop and everything, and hip hop, she mixes in one album that makes the albums great. Okay, Lauren combined hip hop, R&B, was more R&B than Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Nicki doesn't have nothing, and I'm going on record and say, will never, ever. They say never. She will never have an album, no matter how much work she put into it. She could take the next 4 years and work on the album and get the greatest producers ever, underground or mainstream, and she will never have a Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Never. That's a masterpiece, Miseducation.
I concur.
So, cut it out. It is what it is. It's fact. And if y'all Nicki fans, be truthful, be real with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and just admit.
Like I said,
Lauryn Hill, to me, Brock say MC Lyte, I have no problem with that. He said MC Lyte's the greatest female rapper of all time. I say Lauryn Hill.
I'm not mad at that.
It is what it is. And like I said, they want to keep saying, stop putting us in the category just female, just say rapper. Because Rhapsody said that's like, I think Rhapsody said that one time.
Rhapsody could say that though, because she spits.
So yeah. And so we gotta say that, like Fat Joe said, Lauren was a beast then, giving a lot of dudes problems the way she was spitting. So I'd have no problem if somebody put Lauryn Hill and they talk about the greatest rappers of all time. They say top 10 and Lauren's in the list. I have no problem with that. Rhapsody is, if she continues on the same path she's on, she's gonna be mentioned amongst the, mark my words. So I have no problem with that.
Right.
Putting them with the dudes. I'm not sexist. I'm not nothing like that. So Nicki, you're not even the best girl, let alone being combined the both. You're the best all around in the category.
Right.
You're not even coming out of one of the best female.
I agree. I agree totally.
You're not. And it just is what it is. And like I said, we come from the era where back in the days, Nicki really wouldn't have made it for the simple fact everybody would have been like, you're biting Kim. You're done. Off of that.
Okay.
You're biting Kim whole style.
Right.
From the poster to the colorful wigs to the way you spitting and trying to be raunchy. Oh, yeah. Too bad the gay bisexual thing didn't work out for her, because that was a gimmick in the beginning, remember?
Okay.
Everybody thought.
Because like Lady Gaga did that first, and it worked like a gem.
Yeah, the wild outfits. Yeah, she was trying to be the
worked
hip-hop.
like a gem.
She was trying to be the hip-hop Lady Gaga.
Yep.
But the difference is Lady Gaga's really talented. She can really sing. She can really sing. Nicki really can't rap that. She has her moments.
Right.
She has her moments.
Right.
Lady Gaga can really sing.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
So, Nicki, that was a gimmick in the beginning. I guess that got old because I never heard her say no raps about getting her pussy ate by a female or eating another female, but that was the thing in the beginning with the crazy outfits.
She used to sign girls' boobs and all that.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, she go both ways, so she had the whole community behind the gimmicks.
Right.
Gimmicks don't last, people. Popularity. Don't overlook the real and think the popular, just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good necessarily. So that's it.
So that's it, man.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
this is Nicki chopping block on the low.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the Buster one. I'm really looking forward to this. I think this is gonna be a very good episode. Yeah. So check us on the usual avenues: iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, Arts and Rhymes app. Download it. It's free. Arts and Rhymes app. Catch our show on there. Tweet us at Chop It Up Hip Hop. Yo, Notch, what's your IG, man?
Rich_Notch.
Boom.
That's Rich_Notch.
Yep, I'm Chop It Up _Brock, BROCK. We have
Charlie Baltimore too. My fault.
Oh yeah,
that album slept on album. Charlie Baltimore album is slept on.
Yes.
When we talk about female MCs, her album was slept on.
I concur. Definitely concur. We have Snapchat now. Chop It Up Hip Hop. Anything else? Am I leaving anything else?
You getting the email?
ChopItUpHipHop@gmail.
Okay.
And boom.
That's about it.
That's about it, man.
Let us know what y'all think. We love the feedback. Hit us with the feedback.
Yeah, we love the feedback. Oh, you know what? Shout out to my man, Andrew Dugan. He actually said it's pronounced Dugan. DOO. Yeah.
All right.
He commented, he is like the fan. He comments. He's passionate about hip hop. He commented on our last episode. He was like, "Why'd you even bother listening to Travis Scott?" He was like, "That was like
Travis
ear
Scott
rape."
album.
Yeah, but shout out to him. Yeah, he's our fan. Yo, you guys comment stuff like, yo, get involved. We'll shout you out on the show and we'll talk about your opinions and stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's what it is, man. Yo, what'd you say, Notch? How you always say?
How we always stay fit and keep it hip hop.
Peace.